السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. ثم أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome back to the Hujjaj, those who came back from the Hajj. May Allah accept from you, Ya Rabb, Ameen. And for those who haven't been there, may Allah grant you an invitation, Ya Rabb, Ameen. So what is after Hajj? ماذا بعد الحج? What do I do? And especially for us, so those who didn't, what do I look forward to? And what lessons learned that we actually go through the journey of the soul, not the body, as we talked about it earlier. So let's recap quickly. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa jalla fi'ula to make us among those who listen to speech and follow the best of it, Ya Rab. Ameen. Those who left their family behind, do you remember the time when you said so long to them? Remember the doors when they closed? And the tears were coming down, and your heart was fluttering and thinking that you may not come back. So the first lesson learned is when you came back and the door was open again, and you gave hugs to your family, and you saw your spouse and your children one more time, you should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessings that we take for granted, especially our family. And think again, the relationship, as you will see later on in the journey, between the family members and the core of the ummah. How do we look after one another? And do we seriously get complacent later on in the life when it comes to family? Now also understand, when you took off and left and got into your car, did not remind you of your grave. And when you are preparing for your grave, when you went to Hajj and you saw death with your own eyes, and those who died in Hajj and never made it back, wasn't that a waker-upper for you? And when you actually got into your plane, and when you took off, as if your soul leaving your body, and when you look down, as we said before, and everything looks so insignificant and so small in the scale in comparison to the hereafter. For example, when you look down and you saw your whole house look like a pin, a needle, ahead of something that it is absolutely means nothing to you, irrelevant, because you may not come back, but you will be held accountable how you actually purchase your house, and what you bring into your house, and what they eat, and how you raise them, and the environment you built your home. Not just a house, it's actually a home. And will you leave your home that is made of a brick of silver, a brick of gold, with something that is made of drywall and wood? Priorities you have to think. And then when you go into the King of Kings, when you said your ihram, when you said labbaik Allahumma labbaik, even though the call was made thousands of years earlier on by Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and when he asked Allah, how do I call the people to Hajj? And he says, alayka an-nida wa alayna al-balagh. You go ahead, you make the call, we will relay the message. Thousands of years later, the answer is granted, but you take it for granted. Why? Because we make doubt with doubt. I asked and I asked, I was never given. Thousands of years. So don't be so impatient when it comes to your dua. And know for sure that your dua will be answered in 3 ways. All good. And that's why it's called mukh al-ibadah. It's the core, the heart and the soul of your ibadah. Why? Why would you call upon someone that you know that he will not answer you? So when you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you better know that He's the one that has a life. Take away your life, grant you everything you're about, and can take away anything you're about. So why would you worship anyone else except the one that grants you and takes away from you, that controls your destiny, everything that you'll be held accountable for in your grave and hereafter? Understanding that, knowing when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you an invitation every day, and you go to sleep at night, knowing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends in the way befitting His Majesty every last third of the night, asking, هل من حاجة لأقضيها هل من تائب لأتوب عليه هل من داع هل من سائل. Is there anyone that wants to be answered? Anyone that wants to repent? Anyone that runs an errand at chores? Anything that wants to come back? And we go to sleep through it. Granting that is a golden opportunity that will slip through the fingers every night. And how do you counter that? Well, come to pray in Fajr in Jama'ah. Come to pray in Isha in Jama'ah. Allah will grant you the reward as you pray it all night. Because if you pray Isha in Jama'ah, Allah will give you half of the night. If you pray Fajr in Jama'ah as if you stayed up all night. If you can't make it for Qiyam al-Layl, at least make it for Isha and Fajr. The most too difficult upon the hypocrite. So let's not be hypocrites and come back to the masajid. Why? I already told you, when the Fajr prayer is like full, like Jum'ah prayer, we will deserve the Aqsa back. So why are we procrastinating? Why are we blaming everybody else for not having the Aqsa being freed? Because it's a conspiracy theory. It's the Gharb. Of course it's the West. It has to be. It's our politics and all of that stuff. We say if it is to be, it's up to me. What have you done for Islam and Muslims? What have you done to get the Aqsa back? So every time you make an act of a disobedience, you have to think, that is me, nobody else. So you hold yourself accountable before you're held accountable, and you weigh your actions before they're weighed onto you. And when you take the shower to get ready to put on the ihram, as if you're taking your ghusl, are you ready to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And when you put on your ihram, as if you're putting on your shroud for real, and thinking about the shroud that has no pockets, you will not take anything materialistically except your shroud. According to some interpretations of the scholars, وَلَا تَنْسَى نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا, don't forget your share of life. and your share of life that you're literally going to take with you to your shroud. Look deeply in your shroud. Any pockets, my brothers and sisters? Not one single time in 35 years doing janazas, washing the deceased. May Allah have mercy upon them. Ameen. Not one single time that I saw pockets in any shroud. So what are you taking about? Think about the hadith that you will be followed by three. Your wealth, your family, and your deeds. Your family will go back. Your wealth will go back. Your deeds will keep you company. That's why Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen rahmatullah alayhi says, in Sharh al-Nawawi, fi Sahih Muslim, says, فَأَحْسِنَ الرَّفِيقِ. Be good to the one that will keep you company, which is your deeds. When you wake up in the morning, what do you think? Listen to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu wardah. He says, Wallahi, you know what a good day and a bad day is to him? For us, how much money we make. That's a good day, man. How many people will be on your social media and get whatever it is? That's a good day. According to him, he says, the sun rises and falls if I don't increase my bank of righteous deeds. That's a bad day. That's according to Sahaba radiallahu anhu majma'in. What is a good day to you and what is a bad day to you? What are your priorities, my brothers and sisters? Does your iman increase every day or decrease every day? And that's the competition we're going to talk about in the end of the khutbah, inshallah. Thinking about it, and the day that you'll be held accountable. أين فلان ابن فلان هلم للعرض على الجبار. Where's so and so? Summon them. وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, my brother and sister, on a day that the sun leaves its orbit? Your name will be called. Nobody else will move except you. You will be held accountable for everything you've done in this life. كنا نستنسخ ما كانوا يعملون. We used to copy everything you do. 99 files, every file as far as your eyesight can see. ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها وجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا. You will see everything you've done. So I'm going to ask you by Allah, for the sake of Allah, when you go home tonight, take out that book from your memory, from your heart, from your soul, from your limbs, whims and desires, and ask yourself a simple question. Do you think I deserve Jannah with my actions and deeds? As if you're applying for a job. I need this job, boss. Why should I give it to you? What have you done for me lately? What's your credentials? Where's your resume? Give me. Did you do what I asked you to do? Did you stay away from what I asked you to stay away from? That's why Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu and the Sahaba ajma'in used to say, Wallahi, every ayah of the Quran will review you. تقول الآمرة هل ائتمرت وتقول الناهية هل انتهيت. Every ayah from the Quran will come and ask you questions, especially when it starts with Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. Oh, you who believe, did you do this? Allah commanded you to do it. Did you do it? Allah forbade you to do it. Did you stay away from it? So I asked you before to start a notebook. The first half is awamir, second half is nawahi. First half is the commands of Allah. It starts with Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. When you read the Quran, look for it. And the second part, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, again, stay away from this. Did you stay away from it? And then you'll understand exactly when we start the tawaf what it's all about. That is the second journey. But preparing for it and coming back from it is a lesson that we have to learn to improve our life, not just as a human being, but the best Muslim that you can. And wallahi alladhi la ilaha illahu, Ahl al-Ghazza, Ahl al-Izzah, taught this poor slave of Allah what is Islam all about. We thought we knew Islam. We don't know Islam. They know Islam. They teach us what Islam is all about. We just nip. That's it. We talk. As soon as we take the heat, we can't take the heat. Look how they stood for more than 9 months in understanding what it's all about. And that's what the second journey is all about. To be able to understand who you truly are and what you mean and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thinks of you according to what you think of Him. Husn al-dhan, positive thinking, and that's what all about the journey when you come back. Asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this journey easy in this life and the hereafter. Ameen. And finishing with the best of actions and deeds. Ameen. وأخدع الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على آله وصحبه والتابعين. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله فاستغفروه فيا فوز المستغفرين. Now you're ready. Think of that day. The day that you will meet Allah And the scholars tell you that Hajj is a miniature of Judgment Day, where everybody else comes, they don't care. Sisters and brothers close to each other, they pray next to each other, almost nothing on, and they don't care. They just want to stay alive. They don't want to fall. I want to finish it. When you finish, you can't believe you did it. You're aching. And that's just a few nusuk, a few rituals in this life. But can you imagine? You're unclothed, not 2 pieces of white cloth, unclothed on Judgment Day. Even Aisha radiallahu anha asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we will look at each other private parts. Al-amru akbar min dhalik ya Aisha. It's much greater than you think, Aisha. Everybody will say, nafsi, nafsi. Myself, myself. You will run away from it. يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ شَأْنٌ يُغْنِيهِ. You will run away. Run away from everyone. You know the mother that gave you birth? Run away. I don't know you, mom. يا بني كان صدري لك غذاء وحجري لك وعاء. My son, remember, I nursed you, I raised you. Help me, give me 1 hasana. No can do. Dad, you were weak, I was strong. You were poor, I was rich. Now I need you. No do. Nothing. Run away. Your spouse that you love so much, your children that you worked so hard for, run away. I know you not. Could you imagine that day? And that's exactly what it's all about. If you think about you going around, and I ask you for the sake of Allah, there's things that we do we have to think about. Why do you think you expose your right shoulder in the tawaf, brothers? There is a hadith that when they saw us coming back to the Umrah, as we were deprived of it before, they started a rumor, spread a rumor. Muslims are sick, they're ill, they're contagious. Get on the mountains. Don't come close to them, because they don't want to see us being victorious. They don't want to ever see us being happy. So when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Allah has mercy upon those who show them quwwah today. They show them power today. And that's why you expose the right shoulder. And we go in the fast, short steps. If an ill person does not have that, what do you learn from that? No more lip service, Sheikh. 30 years talking to the UN. 30 years. Sit down, give us a rightfully our own land. As if I've seen a caricature, wallahi. As if the Zionists are down the mountain and the Palestinians are trying to grab their hand. In the back of the Zionist hand is a knife. When the Palestinians took it, they stabbed their back. That's exactly what they did. No more talking. Why do you think they have and now they're talking? Why do you think they're talking? Because we sat on a diplomatic service? No, Shaykh. We showed them power. Why do you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَعِدُّوا لَهُمْ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُم مِّن what? Talking? مِّن قُوَّةٍ. Allah, your maker, knows exactly what it's about. He says, prepare what you can muster from power, not talking. Because talking with no power has no weight. We talked about it before. غُثَاء السَّيْلِ. We're plenty in numbers. That was your last khutbah. We're nothing but a foam of the ocean. Why? Because we love dunya so much. We're not prepared to meet Allah and die. Everything we invest in here. So we learn. Ya akhi, have a great life. I want you to have the best house, best car, best job, best spouse, best children, best everything. But don't invest everything in here and leave the hereafter, ya akhi. Don't abandon the hereafter. Have a balance at least. So knowing that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, prepare what you can muster from power. Not talking. I already said that so many times. Wallahi, India give respect to Pakistan only when they had nukes. Only when they had nukes. Wait a second, man. These guys can hurt us now. Yes, I don't go into politics, wallahi. But you understand, this is the language of the people. You have to have power. With no power, you got nothing. And that's what you learn. When you come back, you must bring power to what you have. Al-mu'min al-qawi khayru min al-da'if. A strong believer is better than a weaker believer. In every aspect of your life, ya akhi. Increase your knowledge. Increase your everything that you have. Be more powerful. Why do you think the APAC has what it takes? Because they have the money and the power. They control the politicians. And when they control the politicians, they make the decision makers. Where are the Muslims, my brothers? Where are the rich brothers? No, me, just Sheikh, me. Can you help us, my man? No. Wallahi, I know so many rich people. Nothing, zero. Wallahi, I don't care about it. Too many rich people in this community do nothing for Islam and Muslims. You know who helps? The poor guys like us, wallahi, Sheikh. I know so many rich people. I tell them, my brother, we need to build a masjid. Sheikh, obligations. You're the, I'm not going to tell you. But you understand? إِلَّا مَنْ رَحِمَ اللَّهِ. Except those who have, Allah has mercy upon them. They know there is haqq in their money to give back because Allah give you that money to test you. So it's a waker-upper for the rich brothers and sisters who hoarding back and more and more. هَلْ مِن مَزِيد. You came back from death, my brothers and sisters. Don't you understand that you want to invest in the hereafter? In the bank with Allah? Wallahi, you will not take it with you. Why do you think Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu says, أعوذ بك من مال أعذب به أنا في قبري وتمتع به غيري من بعدي. I seek protection in you, Allah, from a money that I will be held accountable for in my grave, and others will be held accountable for. And understanding also, when you went around and you almost killed yourself to kiss a stone. You go around the stone, you grab a stone and stick a stone. Does it make sense, Sheikh? It doesn't make sense. Do we worship stones? Are we idol worshippers? No. We obey the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the rituals were told in the Quran and the Sunnah. But now, does it make sense? No, but you do it. Why? Because we're told. So my dear sister, you know, hijab time. I know sisters hate me when I talk about it. Wallahi, I will never stop talking about it till I die. Because I know what happens in weddings. Even sisters muhajjabah, they take off their hijab. Why? It's culture, Sheikh. I have to celebrate. I have to show that I'm happy for these people. Happy for the people. Even the sister comes to the office, I want to get married wearing a hijab. But when I perform her wedding, no hijab. What happened, my sister? When everybody else sees you, how you thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift He's giving you like a righteous husband. What happened to you, brothers? What about the youth? How many of us are ghayur? How many of us want to go to Jannah? Well, there's a gate in Jannah that says, you shall not pass if you're the youth. You know what that means? من يرضى القبح على أهله ويرضى من يرى القبح على أهله ويرضى به. How many of us, brothers? Culture, Sheikh. You know, I need to get a job, Sheikh. I was born in India, so I follow the Hindu. They show the midriff. What? Forgive me for being tough, wallahi. I'm emotional, yes indeed. Because what I've seen and what I know. But I'd rather you hate me here and love me on the other side. I'm not a politician, know that I'm running for office. I'm not here for votes, wallahi. Nor whatever it is. I'm here to wake you up before it's too late. Let this poor slave of Allah's job. So we can be together in Jannah, inshallah. So we can wake up from the journey. And you know why? The end of it is celebration. And when you think that you've done that, and the brothers and sisters, those who actually do drugs and alcohol and do whatever, fornicate and they lie and they cheat, they commit zina, illegitimate children out of wedlock. After even wedlock, we've seen enough and have. Don't think you're off the market. Don't think because you have a beard and your name is Muhammad or Fatima, you're off the market. La wallahi. You have to protect yourself and your family. So after you finish this, understanding the environment you're in, it's an upstream. So be a salmon. Like Sheikh Imam Sharad Wahash Habibullah said, be a salmon. Come back home. And home is Jannah. Period. Not here. So understanding that, that's your journey when you go around. And you know we respect the woman. We follow the footsteps of Hajar alayhi salam. Run just like she did. So always be respectful to your women. And know they're the best thing in life according to the Quran. Atina fid dunya hasana. You know they're a miracle as Allah has told you about. You know there's the best mata' according to hadith. The best pleasure in life. So how is your relationship with like Ibrahim alayhi salam and Hajar and Sarah? How is your relationship with your spouse? How is your relationship with your children? Even Ismail gave his neck to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Submit your will to Allah. Don't be a fitna for your parents and don't be a fitna for your children. Be a good role model. And lastly, when you actually declare Bismillah Allahu Akbar and you throw that stone, you know what you're doing, Sheikh? Actually, you're renewing your covenant with Allah. Shaitan is not there. Listen, I know a lot of brothers take a really big rock, a boulder, and they want to kill Shaitan, not knowing that Sheikh, Shaitan is not there. Shaitan runs in your veins, my man, till you die. And have you seen the brothers that take the shoes off? Yeah. And they run, and they run, mashallah, yani they're like, they get so involved, mashallah, Shaitan is, I'm going to kill Shaitan today. It's a bad day for Shaitan today. And they take the shoes off, you made me divorce my wife. And unfortunately, I used to get the hits because I'm a tall guy earlier on, and I used to get all the nice, mashallah, yani. So it's not Shaitan that made you divorce your wife, it's you. Yes? Now you have to think about it. Yes, his job is to do it, but you listened. And lastly, Shaykh, when you cut your hair, you know, the scholar said, بِمَثَابَةِ السَّلَامُ عَلَيْكُمْ from the salah. That's it. And this is what it comes through. Why do you think we have a Eid prayer after Ramadan? And why do you think we have a Eid prayer after Hajj? Because we celebrate a ta'ah. We celebrate an act of obedience. Get it? قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. Say by the blessings of Allah and His beneficent virtues and everything that He's given us by the Quran and the Sunnah and made you Muslims, made you muwahid. This is what you truly should be happy with. This is better than you gather in the dunya. وَفِي ذَلِكَ فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. This is the best way you can compete. And that's what I'm going to end with. When is your celebration, Shaykh? When you have your family with you in Jannah, with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's when you come back to a successful Hajj, bringing back your family together. Your job is to make sure that you take your wife and your children with you to Jannah, not the other side. May Allah gather us all in Jannah after a long, healthy, righteous life. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us a victory soon, Ya Rabbil Alameen. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us a prayer in Al-Aqsa when it's free, Ya Rabbi Ameen. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make our last words to be La ilaha illallah, and the best of actions and deeds to be the last of actions and deeds, and the best days where we'll meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen. Wa akhir alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa sallallahu ala alihi wa sahbihi wa tabi'in. يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك اللهم صل وسلم في الاولين والاخرين ما العمدين اللهم انصر الاسلام واعز المسلمين واعلي بفضلك كلمتي الحق والدين واذل الشرك والمشركين اعداءك اعداء الدين اوقع الكافرين في الكافرين واوقع الظالمين في الظالمين واخرجنا من بينهم سالمين اللهم اشف صدور القوم المؤمنين واحقن دماء المسلمين ولا تشمت بين الاعداء ولا الحاسدين اللهم انزل الكتاب ومجري السحاب وهازم الاحزاب اهزمهم وزلزلهم اللهم لا ترفع لهم رايه وتحقق لهم غايه واجعلهم لمن خلفهم ايه امين واخضع الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على اله وصحبه والتابعين واقم الصلاه. Okay, could you please complete the first lines first and move forward, please? Jazakallah khair.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Okay, brothers, there's actually lots of space in the back here in the hall, so please come in. And again, I ask you humbly to complete the first lines first and let the brothers through. استووا استقيموا واعتدلوا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Okay, assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters. Last homework. Last homework is who's going to commit the first sin when you come back from Hajj? That's the competition I usually ask. Who is the first one going to commit the sin? So this is what your homework is about. So I know there's some announcements, so let's go to the announcement. There's a homework that I'm going to ask you to, inshallah. So brothers, what does the showing the right shoulder mean to you? What did it mean? Power. Okay, what did you learn when you have power? What does that mean? Yeah, that's right. Respect, my man. They don't understand this. You see, ما أخذ بالقوة لا يرد إلا بالقوة. They took it with power, you can't take it back except with power. That's it. Very good. When you take your ghusl, what do you remind you of? When you take your shower. Actually, I did it other way around. So I'm sorry again for being emotional today, but inshallah, you know, it's for the sake of Allah. May Allah accept from all of us, inshallah. So when you take your shower, what do you remind you? Your ghusl. Okay, when you put on your ihram, what is it reminding you of? Your shroud. What do you see in your shroud? No pockets. What will follow you in your grave? Your good deeds. I mean, nothing. I mean, that would be bad. Your family will follow, your wealth will follow, your deeds will follow. Your family will go back, they won't stay with you. You can't take your money with you, but what will stay with you? Your deeds, that's how you build your grave. Very good. And what did you learn from kissing the stone and throwing the stone? You go around the stone. You submit your will to Allah. Very good. So don't quarrel. Convince me, Shaykh, I have to wear hijab. Convince me I have to pray. What's the logic? I'm not and all of that. When you die, you're going to be convinced, yani. I tell this, wallah, you wear hijab when you shroud, you're going to wear the hijab. So inshallah, don't be offended. I love you for the sake of Allah. I mean, I'm not supposed to say that to the sisters. And may the sisters love the sister for the sake of Allah. I love those for the sake of Allah. Okay, very good. Now, when do we celebrate, brothers? The Allahu Akbar, after Ramadan and after Hajj. So what does that tell you? Celebration of obedience. When is the biggest celebration? Ya salam. So I said, be a salmon. Let's go home. After a long, healthy, righteous life. Yes?